Hey guys, Crystal coming on with a quick demo for how to make a magnetic closure for your notebooks or any kind of little notebook that you're planning on doing a cover for. I had a subscriber, Gail. She asked me for a demo on how I made the magnetic closure for Tammy's notepad that I shared on yesterday's video. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I went ahead and prepped what I was going to be making. Tammy, you're getting another notebook because I needed to make a demo. Haha. Anyway, so this time I'm going to be using this list pad. It's a little bit longer than the one I did yesterday, but that's okay. Like I said in my video yesterday, on the width, which it's the same width, it's a 4-inch wide, so you just add 1/8 to the width. And then you add 1/8 to each end of the length of the pad. So this pad is 9 inches. The one I did yesterday was 8 inches. So this is 9 inches. So it's going to be 9 1/4 that you need your chipboard to be. But anyway, moving along, this is about the magnetic closure and how to make it. So let's get to it. Let me show you different options for magnets. I had someone ask about the magnets as well. These are great. These are magnetic discs, and it's by Basic Gray. And if you'll notice on the back, they have a positive and a negative. And you get one of each, and it's already got sticky adhesive on the back, but that don't work that great. I would use glue with it. But these are great because they're really thin profile. I like them, but that's not what I'm using today. I'll show you the ones that I'm going to be using. Okay, I get them in a package like this. And let me take them out so you can see how thin they are. And they're really strong magnets. I like them. I order my magnets from apexmagnets.com. That's APEX. But can you see how thin they are? It's like, it looks like about the thickness of a dime. But anyway, I thought I had already taken 2 off. I did, and they're stuck to my thing. But you just take 2 magnets off of your roll, if this is the kind that you get. Any magnet will do, but the thinner the profile, the better, because you don't really want to see it. You don't want a big lump up under your project. That's why I always get the thin ones. And I may have bought these at Apex, or these could have possibly been gifted to me by Posh Paper Lady, because she gifted me some magnets in her swap. So I don't know. I could have purchased these, or she could have gifted these to me. Not sure. But either way, they're great magnets. Very strong, very thin profile. So that's what we're going to be working with. Okay. So I picked my paper out. This is the paper that I'm going to use because Tammy, her favorite color is purple. So I wanted to incorporate as much purple as I could in her projects. And I just love this paper. It's got this silver metallic. Isn't that pretty? Love it. So anyway, yeah, I went ahead and laid this piece and this piece. But I want you to, what you need to focus on is the panel that you put on the left. What I do with my panel? Here we go. All right, this is my left panel. I have not taken the tape off the back, and there's a reason. We want our magnet to stick, to be down. You're going to have to put it on the back side of this chipboard and then lay your panel down, because that way when you flip open your book, you know that this is the front of your book, and you don't want the magnet to show, so it hides the magnet. But you just figure out where you want to place your magnet. I usually come in about 1 1/4 inches, somewhere about right in here, and I just eyeball it around in this area right here. So I'm going to hold my finger there, flip it over, and I can see it's going to be about right in here. So then what I'm going to do, let me sit down so I can do this, is take off all the tape. And I love using magnetic closures. I think it elevates a project. You know what I'm saying? I love receiving projects with magnetic closures. I like Velcro too, but I prefer the really mini Velcro. I don't care for the big fat Velcro, although I do get those at the Dollar Tree, and they come in handy for sturdier projects, but I don't care for them. I just place it about 1¼ inches in, like so. Press it down, just like that. Lay your other magnet to the side. You don't need it yet. Then just flip it over, making sure that your magnet is going to be, you know what I'm saying. Just make sure that that's where you're wanting your magnet before you lay this down. Because once it's stuck, guys, it's stuck. So I'm going to have to move you for just a second so I don't get my head in the frame. And then I'm going to lay it down. And anytime I have a spine piece that's 1/4 inch, or 1/4 inch is a very small spine. So there, I'm done. Anyway, anytime I have a 1/4 inch spine, I'm going to use a little more than 1/8 of an inch spacing because I want plenty of give. And then we're just going to do what we always do when we make a book of any kind. Just fold the paper around it. And then we're going to miter our edges. Yep. Yep. Oh, stick around to the end of the video and I'll be sharing the completed box that I made for Tammy. Got it done, got the feet on, and yeah, I'm pleased with it. It's cute. I hope she likes it. She picked out the paper. I had her to choose between that butterfly paper I ordered from scrapbook.com, and she picked the one with the single butterfly, which I thought was gorgeous. Good choice, by the way. And I hope you like, Tammy. I hope you like the way that I did the box. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. Usually I break up the papers and use different papers, like for the flap and all that. But I tried to stick with that whole piece of paper. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you what I did. All right, let's just do the basic stuff here, get this over with. In fact, I'm probably going to pause right here, get this part done, and then I'll come back, okay? So let me pause. Okay, guys, I'm back. I got this covered, and once you open your book, you're going to be able to feel that magnet right there. That's important. So what we're going to do now I'm going to be using brads on the back of my closure. I just think it adds, I don't know, a decorative element to it. You don't have to do this, but I like doing it. So to make the closure, I cut a piece of 2" by 7½ inch strip. The 7½, it doesn't matter about that. I just need a long strip, something that I can cut down. You know what I'm saying? And then you put it on the short side in your scoreboard and score it right down the middle at 1. So then you're going to fold. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you can tell, but I used textured cardstock. Used a purple that I thought goes great with this. All right, we're going to work on this in just a second. But right now, I need to go ahead and kind of bend these up. This one's a little tight right here. So make sure you put a good crease in there. Sorry for shaking the camera. And then bring them up to meet. Make sure they're level. And they meet, and they do. And that's so cute. And I can feel right there's my magnet. Okay, so you want to go ahead, take your magnet, just let it catch. Right there it is. All right, while that's there, I'm just going to go ahead to the next part. In fact, you know, the first time that I made this, and I made it for Trina, I knew that I was going to be using brads on the back, so I did not lay my liner yet. And that's what screwed me up. I went ahead and, you know, made my piece with my little magnet down here on the end, and I went back here and went ahead and glued it. And I thought I had it lined up, but by the time I wrapped it around, see, and I put the book together like this without the pad in it. So when I wrapped it around and thought I had the magnet placed right, yeah, by the time it was all said and done, and I had put the brads in, opened it up, put the liner in, and then put the pad in, when it closed, it did not meet up. So I corrected that problem. So that's why I'm sharing this with you. All right. It is okay, even if you want to use brads on the back as a decorative touch, to go ahead now at this stage and lay your liner piece. So that's what I'm about to do. So I'm going to pause again. I'm going to put the tape on the back of my liner. I got to figure out which way it goes. Yep, that's it. Okay, so I'm going to put my tape on my liner and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I am back, and all right, let me pause. Okay, sorry, I'm back. I already put my liner piece in, and it looks gorgeous. Okay, so now it's time to work on the actual closure part. So let me show you what you do. All right, you take your remaining magnet. All right, take your piece, your little strip, and what I'm going to do is try to figure out where you want to leave enough room on the end to be able to put a little strip of tape, something that'll close that end off. So I'm going to use 1/8 inch tape, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Just cut off a little snip of it. I need to look up there and see if I'm even in frame. I don't know. Don't you hate it when you cut it too long? That's so aggravating. Anyway, let's stick that down there. All right, I'm going to put a little piece right there, and I'm also going to put a little piece at the end right here, because you want that to really seal up around that magnet. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tape off right here. I'm going to grab my magnet, and I know that it has to go down like it is right now. So I'm going to just lay it down here, about right there. That looks good. And then I'm going to take a bigger piece. Let me grab my 1/2 inch tape. I'm going to grab where's the end? Oh my gosh. All right, grab a pretty big piece, 1/2 inch tape. And then I'm going to put that on top of the magnet and stick that down. And make sure that you push that down really good, because you don't want that magnet coming up, which it won't. And then peel that off. Now it's time to glue. So I just use my reptile glue, and you're going to seal up this entire flap just by placing your glue in there. And you're not going to end up using such a big piece, but it's great. And make sure you line that up and really press the end right here all the way around that magnet. See, your magnet's here. You can actually see it right there. But once I put her name on it, you're not going to be able to see that magnet. You can see the indentation of it, but that's okay. I'm all right with it. All right, and then I'm going to, you're not going to be able to see this, but I'm going to run this on the edge of my desk just to give it a little curve right here, so that when it wraps around the book, it hopefully won't, you know, crack or whatever. Just to help break the fibers up a little bit. All right, then what you want to do, you're not going to actually glue your pad in yet, but stick it in there. All right, stick your pad in, hold the book closed, then grab your little flap here, let it catch. That's where it needs to be. So then this is where you put, once it's the magnet has caught, hold it straight, press down, keep it straight, wrap this around and kind of figure out where you want to stop it. So I'm going to say about right in there. You don't need it to be too long. So what I'm going to do is make a pencil mark, just like that. Then I'm going to take this over to my cutter and I'm going to cut that pencil mark away. But I just want a straight cut, so that's why I'm going to do it that way. Be right back. Cut that off. Okay. Now you want to do the same thing again. Catch it. Let it catch to where it needs to hook with the pad inside. Then place some glue, not all the way to the edge of the book. You don't want to do that. Oop, too much. Do that. Wrap it around, making sure it's straight. Just like that. That's why I like to use glue. You got wiggle room. Make sure it's straight on the front, or straightish. There we go. This way you know that your magnet's going to fit and it'll catch. On Trina's, I made the mistake of, you know, I bored the holes for my, for the brads. I bored my holes and then I laid my liner because I thought I was doing right. But it doesn't really matter because the pad's going to cover it up. So yeah, I learned from my mistakes and I learned how to do it the right way. Live and learn. All right. Now once that's pretty much set, you take this off, take this out. Let me go ahead and take this pad out of the protective cover. All right. Now that that is ready, what I'm going to do is just figure out where I want to place my holes for my brads and just poke a hole all the way through. And I say that like it's easy, but it's not that easy. Poke 2 holes because I got 2 brads. And like I said, even though these brads are going to poke through on the other side, we're covering it with that notepad. So yeah, it's not going to matter, people. It really will not. But doesn't that add just an elegant touch? Plus it matches the silver foiling in it. I love it. Okay, and then you just open this up. Make sure you push them down just as, really good. Push them down. Make sure they're good and flat. Flat as you can get them. All the way. There we go. All right. Then the last step, all you have to do is add some reptile glue on the back of your notepad. And guys, I know this is like a one and done. But you know, we buy these supplies for a reason. We buy them to use them. And I like to use them with my family and my friends because I care. I like adding these little special touches to my projects because it lets them know that you didn't just slap something together. And just line it up and making sure it's straight. And you do not want to don't cross your score line here. And I know I'm probably off the page, but you know how to lay a book in a pad in a book. All right, press that down really good. And there you have it. And then all I need to do, which I'm not going to do on camera because it'll take too much time. I told you yesterday that I had already used my little dies here to cut her name out. Look, my magnet's stuck. Hold on. Okay. Well, wouldn't that be cute? Eh. Anyway, yeah, I already cut out her name again, but I cut it out in white this time. And I just take the little letters and glue them on right here. So, yeah. And there you have a nice magnetic closure. Love it. And that's pretty. I can't wait to get her name on it. But I don't want to take too much time on this video. Y'all know how to lay letters on a piece of cardstock. So, let me show you the box that I did. I'm going to take you down. So hold on. I'm not trying to make you dizzy. Yep. All right, let me grab it. Forgive all this mess. Okay, here we go. And here is Tammy's finished box. Now she chose the big butterfly print, which I just think is gorgeous. Don't you love that paper? And I chose this little bling that has this little dangly pearl. I think it's beautiful. But if you'll notice, let me show you. See how I put the butterfly wing at the top and it continues down to the flap. And although it breaks up here because of the flap, but when you lift it, do you see how it continues? The butterfly wing. See, that's why I did that the way I did. And it has the feet on it. And then you turn and there's a continuation of that wing. And then you turn again and I have the whole butterfly on that one. That beautiful. And then you turn it and there's a continuation of the wing again. And then let me show you the inside. So let me explain why I put my tag here. I did because when I usually put it on the back of the box right here, but I did not want to cover up that gorgeous butterfly. I just didn't want to do it. And I said, well, I'll just stick it on the inside because not many people's going to see the inside of our box like that. So yeah, I used paper with the butterfly wing at the top, and I put my little tag here, created just for you by Crystal. Put a couple of little bling, and then I lined it with actually the same paper that she gifted me at Halloween. It's actually Halloween paper, but the purple stripes just, I can't get, and there you go. The purple stripes go all the way around it, and then it's black on the bottom. But guys, let me know what you think. And Tammy, don't worry, this is all you're going to see. I've got some goodies to go in your box, and I'm sorry that I had to make you 2 notepads, but I did want to do a demo, and everybody else's name is too long to put on the little flap, so yeah, you're getting another one. Anyway, hope you like it, and guys, let me know what you think. I hope the demo helped, and we'll talk later. Bye.